This time we're going to talk about the Container FX Jitter Position. And like the Container FX Jitter Alpha, we're going to use it on the same type of scene so that we can see what's going on here. Again, I had the same scene set up that we used in the Jitter Alpha, and that we have a series of containers here, of sub-containers, of cubes. And using this jitter position, we can just kind of shake the position of each one of these cubes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the jitter position onto the topmost group. We're going to go into the editor, and progress percentage, we're going to advance up to 100%. And you can see how it's shaking or jittering these three containers. We have a couple of options here. Again, we have a direction, so a start, an end, a random, wave, static, to center. We also have an effect range, a random seed, and container order, direction, and axis. Now the one thing you notice is that it's jittering each one of these rows here. If we wanted a little bit of a different effect and jitter each individual container on, or each individual cube within the container, we can drop it on the individual main group of those containers. So here you can see this group has a subcontainers of cubes, while this is the main group. So whichever one you want to use or how you use it, it all depends on your scene design. So however you want to use it or however your scene is set up, I'm just going to copy this one down to each one of these containers and get it rid of that one up top. Now it's jittering each individual cube as opposed to just the rows. If we come into our editor, again, we have options like our axis that we can change to jitter. If you want it to go on the X, Y, and Z, or just the X or just the Z, you can do that. Randomness, we can increase the randomness in this row. Range, we can increase the range, so how high it is jittering. And again, you have your different options up here from the start to end, static, wave. Once you do have it going, changing these settings is really just a matter of clicking and seeing how it affects the thing. So here on our axis, we go X, it's shifting everything left to right. Y is going up and down. Z, back to front. X, Y, left to right, up, down. X, Z, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. So you can see how this container jitter position affects each one of these cubes and or containers that you have it on.